Hello and welcome. Happy Monday. Happy new week. Just doing a little adjusting here. Please say hello in the comments. There we go. Now we have sound. Please say hello in the comments. And also please let me know if there's a lag in the sound with the live stream. I know we've had a few tech issues with the internet connection where I'm staying right now, so please let me know in the comments if the words and video match or if we're lagging, and calling all tech angels. Calling all tech angels and all internet angels. This is your weekly forecast, your weekly energy forecast, and your angel cards, blessing cards, goddess cards today, welcoming in the divine feminine energy. And whether you are masculine, whether you're male or female, the divine feminine energy is available to us all, is inside of each of us, and these beautiful goddess cards are for you, whether you are female or male. So welcome, I'm Robin Hessinger, psychic medium and metaphysical mentor. Where are the words today? All right, here we go. So just checking. I know we're live, but hi, Henrietta. Welcome. Hi, Jerry. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, again, calling all tech angels, asking that the video is clear, the sound is clear, and that the video and sound match today. Hi, Roxanne. Welcome. So the energy currently is interesting. I keep seeing the word pending. Like what you're wanting to create, what you're wanting to manifest, what you're waiting for is pending. It's in process. So patience, gentleness, compassion, forgiveness of self and others, and joyful anticipation. Ooh, that sounds good. I kept getting the image before the live stream of a train in a tunnel. And even though it's dark in the tunnel, you know that as the train moves through it and gets to the other side of the tunnel, it's bright again, right? There's daylight, there's light. So the pending is kind of like the train being in the tunnel. Or again, they give me the image of a train. If you're on a train and it's nighttime and you go to sleep and then you wake up in the morning and it's daylight, daytime, bright, sunny. And so that's the period we're in right now. It's not a period of darkness. It's not like being in a cocoon and waiting to burst out and be the butterfly. It's more that things are in process. Things are in process. Things are moving along. Even if we can't see the manifestations, even if we can't see the fruits of our labor, even if it's not something we can taste or smell or touch, even if it's not something tangible yet, it's on its way. It's in process. It's pending. Kind of like if you order something online and the order status is pending, right? So again, I'm hearing patience with yourself and with others, and patience with the universe. Your guides and angels know what they're doing. Your higher self knows what it's doing. Your soul has awareness of your path on this physical planet. Also, for many of you, for many of us, we're at the end of a chapter or the end of a book, and we're starting a new one. So, you get to the end of the chapter and maybe you pause, or if it's this is really old school, but physical book, and you put in a bookmarker, or you put in something so you remember where you left off. And so there's like a little bit of a pause in between the next chapter. Or you finish one book and then you go to start another one. Maybe you go get a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and you sit down with the next book. So there's this, but it's a very, very slight pause. So that's what we're in now. It's the pending. And it's the end of one chapter or one story, or a way of being, doing, thinking, believing, acting. And we're coming into new ways of thinking, being, believing, acting in new energetic ways. There have been so many light codes coming into the planet. It's really quite tremendous. So even though things may look really chaotic or feel stressful or fearful or worrisome, there is a whole nother scenario going on right now that we're all able to tune into, that each of us is able to tune into. And if you need help tuning into that, please message me. That's what I do. So this whole nother scenario that's going on, all these beautiful light codes coming into the planet, coming in for each of us, coming in for the collective, and so many shifts going on right now. So end of a chapter, start of a new chapter, or end of a book, end of a story, start of a new story, a new book. And I hear beautiful, beautiful brilliance ahead. Beautiful brilliance ahead. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so we have goddess cards. And if you have any questions about current energies, current events, situations, again, feelings, events, energies, situations, circumstances, if you have any questions, please post them in the comments below and we'll tune into those as well. So, doing a shuffle. These first, what are we doing, 2 or 3 cards? The first 2 cards are for everyone for today, September 12th, 2022 through September 18th, 2022. And the first card is Mott, fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So whether this is about the world or the collective or what you're experiencing personally, I'm hearing for some of you it's about family matters. For others, there might be some legal matters that are pending or in process. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. I'm also hearing, I'm going to call it like balancing of karma, balancing of the scales, and also those of us that experience challenges in childhood, there's a balancing out now that we are adults, now that we're grown-ups. There's a balancing out. So fairness, the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And again, we have like balancing of the scales. Okay. And second card for all of us, for everyone, for the week ahead. White Tara, sensitivity. You're becoming increasingly more sensitive to harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So take care of yourself. Notice how you feel in certain situations, certain environments. Pay attention to what you put in your body, what you put in your body, on your body, who you surround yourself with, and the environments that you walk into or put yourself into. You are becoming more sensitive, and as we're more sensitive, it's easier to connect to our intuition, to our angels, to our higher self, to our souls, to God, to the divine, to source. When we're more sensitive, it's like our spidey senses are fine-tuned, our antenna are, for those of you that remember antennas, our antennas are adjusted and dusted off and ready to receive. So be aware that it's always important energetically and physically, our environments and our surroundings. So, and it's also about what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're reading, so all of it, right? What you're eating, drinking, who you're surrounding yourself with, thoughts and beliefs. You're becoming more sensitive. Honor your sensitivity. It is a gift. Being sensitive is a gift. Being an empath is a gift. And we might be talking more about that this week. All right, and again, okay, just checking for questions before we do personal cards. Roxanne says, things feeling very heavy, several friends and family plagued with serious health issues, unexpected loss. Yeah, so a lot of what is going on now is bringing up memories from the past, both pleasant and unpleasant. It's bringing up nostalgic memories. And also it's bringing up happy and sad memories. There are a lot of people transitioning and leaving the planet right now or returning to spirit. And this has been happening since fall of 2020, that this has been accelerated. And what else do they want to say? Heaviness. Oh, okay, Roxanne. So for Roxanne and for everyone that has joined this live stream, thank you so much for joining us for the live stream, and also for those that are watching the replay. One of the questions that the angels had wanted me to share with you in today's live stream is, what can you do now in this moment, today, tonight, this evening, to be in your highest joy? And please take a breath, because that's big. What can you do now, today, this evening, in this moment, to be in your highest joy? Maybe it means turning off the news. Maybe it means going off of social media, but not till after the live stream, please. Maybe it means phoning or texting or messaging a friend. Maybe it means a cup of tea and a book, a spiritual book or something that nurtures you. Maybe it's eating some food that nourishes you. Petting a cat or dog, playing with a cat or dog, connecting with your child if you have children, connecting with a loved one, connecting with yourself, watching something funny, listening to something funny. Laughter always raises our vibration, raises our joy. Doing some journaling about what you want to create or manifest, right? The new world that you want to create, manifest, and live in. It doesn't mean that you're denying your feelings or emotions. It doesn't mean that you are ignoring or not acknowledging pain and suffering in the world or pain and suffering of others. It means that you are choosing in this moment to see the beauty, to feel the love, especially with animals. It's unconditional love. Cats, dogs, animals, it's unconditional love. You're willing to see possibilities and opportunities. You are tuning into compassion and gentleness and love for others. And on some level, you may be recognizing and acknowledging that we each have our own soul journey, and we each have our own path, and we each have our own timeline, and that there are multiple timelines playing out right now. So, and that taking on all the heaviness doesn't, how can I say this? Isn't in your highest and optimal well-being. That you can have love and compassion and empathy for others, for yourself, for the world. And it is important that we have that. And also not take it all on. Okay? And as healers, light workers, and empaths, you don't have to fix it all, heal it all, or change it all today. Okay? So, starting with yourself, self-love, self-care, self-honoring. And then, what can you do in this moment to tune into your highest joy? Again, it doesn't mean that you're ignoring anything else. It means that you're choosing not to take on the heaviness and choosing not to sit in the pain of the world. Hopefully that makes sense. And another breath. Okay. Henrietta, I've been finding gray and white feathers everywhere, including my home. Yay! You have lots of angels visiting you. And I'm seeing angel numbers very often. I've never encountered this before. Welcome to the light side. Welcome to the world of angels. Yay. 1, your angels are with you. They're surrounding you, loving you, protecting you, guiding you. Unconditional love. 2, you are tuned in. You're tuned in, you're in the flow. Even if not everything is perfect, or I'm hearing not if, even if everything isn't going according to plan, or or isn't totally 100% perfect, you are in the flow. You are in more of the flow. You're also open to the synchronicities, to the signs. You're open to seeing the signs, to hearing the messages. You're opening to a new level of awareness, a deeper level of awareness. You're opening to a new level of awareness, a deeper level of awareness. So, yay for the feathers. Yay for the angel numbers, for the signs, for the synchronicities, and just watch as you start to find coins or money, right? Even pennies, abundance, pennies from the angels, abundance on the way. Feathers, your angels are around you, you're being supported, and the angel numbers, and that's awesome. And thank you for sharing that. And the more joyful we are, the more joyful we are, the more higher vibration we are, and the more easily it is for us to see the signs, to receive the signs, to allow the signs, to allow the connection with our guides and angels and higher self and soul and God, and to witness those things. So being in joy definitely helps our awareness of those things. And also, Roxanne, going back to what you were sharing, and thank you for sharing, Roxanne, thank you for sharing, Henrietta. The angels are offering a reframing around things failing, or again, the transition, the return to the spirit world, right? That again, everything and everyone has its path, has its soul journey. And so it's not necessarily about failing or departing. It's a transition and a transformation to another form. So, all right. How about some personal angel cards? Okay, so closing your eyes if you choose, hand on your heart, hand on your belly, and taking a breath, and see if you feel called to card number 1, 2, or 3. And that is your personal card for the week ahead. So if you feel called to card number 1, quiet time. Got my light in there. Okay. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Rest, meditate, and contemplate. Quiet time. So give yourself the opportunity. In that quiet space, you'll receive insight, answers, information, new awareness, perhaps a new sense of peace, calm, and tranquility. More lightness, less heaviness, and perhaps even a new way of being. So, quiet time. Right. Shuffling, having me shuffle. So, the second card for the week ahead, if you feel called to card number 2. Okay, so that's why we had me shuffle, because normally I would pull 3 separate cards, right? They had me shuffle. If you feel called to card number 2, your card is quiet time. So, rest, meditate, contemplate, go inside, go inward, go out in nature, take some time to yourself, connect with your higher self, soul, God, guides, and angels. All right, and shuffling. And if you feel called to card number 3, here's your card for the week ahead. White Tara, sensitivity. And this was also one of the main cards for the week ahead. So if you felt called to card number 3, then really pay attention, because it was also the card for everyone for the week ahead. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Really honor and respect your boundaries. Be in your personal power. Listen to your angels. And pay attention to what you eat, drink, and think. Who you're hanging out with, who you're surrounding yourself with, what you're watching and listening to. Does it raise your vibration or lower your vibration? Does it make you feel good, or do you feel drained? Do you feel in joy, or do you feel heavy, sad, in sorrow, or fearful? go for the joyous option, the joyous environments, the light environments, the environments that nourish and nurture you. Okay, and if you would like your very own card for the week, yes, quiet time. Okay, if you would, I'll go ahead and pull personal cards for those that are commenting in the live stream. So the first card is for Henrietta. Okay. You can't make this stuff up. It's not rigged. I did shuffle. I'm a good shuffler. Henrietta. So, this was the card for everyone this week. This was card number 3 in the personal cards, and Henrietta, this is also your card. And let's see if there's anything else that's coming through for you, Henrietta. All right, they're saying you know what you need to do. They're saying you understand this message. You know the situation, circumstances, or individuals the angels were talking about, and it's time. So that's for you, Henrietta. All right. Second card is for Roxanne. This is a card of strength and personal empowerment. Brigitte, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So stand in your power, stand in your goddess power, stand in your divine feminine. Stand up for what you believe is right, and you will be heard. Okay. Anyone else who would like? Hi, Denise. Hi, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. Anyone else that would like a personal card? Go ahead and post in the comments below. All right, the next card is for Jerry. Ostara, fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So let me do this, the lighting isn't all wonky. So Jerry, this is about fresh starts, new beginnings, new ideas, thinking differently, being differently. This card is, even though we're going into fall, autumn in the northern hemisphere, this card has a lot of springtime energy, but your springtime is now. Your springtime is soon. So fresh starts, new beginnings, new projects, new ideas. And this isn't a project or a belief or a way of being that you're currently doing or embodying. This is something new. So even if you have construction projects right now, this is a new something. So stay tuned and be aware. All right, awesome. And let me just do one more check. And I know, Roxanne, I'm so glad that resonates. Okay, next card is for Jeff. And the goddess cards with the divine feminine are for men and women. Okay, Hathor, receptivity. Here. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and your ability to give to others. When we are continually giving, overgiving, or self-sacrificing, then our receiving is more stagnant. So Jeff, for you, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. I'm also hearing it will increase your financial flow. So allow yourself to receive. And Yay! Henrietta says this card fits exactly, like exactly. Yay! And a rainbow and a star. I love it. You are so welcome. All right. Let me just check in, see if there's anything else for tonight. And I think I'm seeing all the comments. If I've missed any comments or missed a card for you, I'll check back to the comments. Check back. I'll take a look at the comments after the live stream wraps up and just see if I've missed anything, because I know there's a slight lag. Anything else the angels want to say about this week? Yeah, patience. Your manifestations, your next thing is pending. Endings and beginnings, new chapters, and what can you do, think, or believe to be in your highest joy in this moment. So, thank you so much for joining me. We will have another live stream this week. Might be on the topic of empaths and receiving. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for joining me. Robin Hessinger, psychic medium, metaphysical mentor. And if you have more questions about anything that's going on in the world, or in tuning into your intuition and psychic abilities and mediumship abilities, or even animal communication, message me and we'll have a chat. All right, lots of love, angel blessings. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will connect again soon.